Hello, my name is Lim Ding Jie from the Bachelor of Business Analytics program at Sawan University. For my internship, I was placed at PingSpace Sentian Berhad, a Malaysian warehouse automation and robotics company, from January to April 2026. In this presentation, I will walk you through my internship experience, what I learned, and how it has shaped my professional development. PingBase and Berhad is a technology company specializing in warehouse automation, specifically automated storage and retrieval systems or ASRS, smart warehouse solutions, good-to-person robotics, and warehouse management system integration. Their model is automation first, helping businesses increase storage capacity, improve picking efficiency, and reduce manpower reliance through technology. I was placed as a business development intern, reporting to the operation manager. My role was essentially to find businesses that could benefit PingSpace automation solutions, identifying their warehouse pain points and connecting them to the right product. To perform well in this role, I had to understand PingSpace business deeply. The company sells and deploys ASR systems, good-to-person robotics, and integrates WMS platforms for clients across e-commerce, retail, 3PL, and manufacturing industries. In terms of industry context, Malaysia's warehousing sector is rapidly modernizing due to e-commerce growth and rising labor costs, driving strong demand for automation. My personal contribution included identifying over 1,000 plus leads, researching Malaysia automation grants for the company knowledge base, and attending a CEO briefing on tax incentive strategies to strengthen our client pitching. My growth throughout this internship was progressive and hands-on. In weeks 1 and 2, I built foundational understanding of ASRS and robotics, shadowed a senior intern, and made my first client call. By week 3 to 5, I was independently managing WhatsApp leads and developing outreach templates, targeting companies expanding their warehouses. In weeks 6 and 7, I expanded my lead search to Johor, filtered through over 700 plus companies for automation potential, and self-learned Excel tools like pivot tables and VLOOKUP. By weeks 8 to 10, I scaled my outreach to over 1,000 plus messages and began targeting top companies in Singapore. Overall, I developed strong skills in industry knowledge, data driven leads research, copywriting, and time management in a real work environment. This internship was where my degree truly came to life. In marketing strategy, I applied the STP framework to segment leads such as warehouse expanding companies, 3PL providers, and retail brands. In data analytics, I used Excel tools like pivot tables and VLOOKUP to categorize over 700 plus companies by industry and automation readiness. For business communication, I crafted personalized outreach messages, designed Canva infographics, and recorded structured meeting minutes after each client call. In business environment, I applied my knowledge of Malaysian regulation to research automation grants and attended a CEO briefing on tax incentive strategies related to ASRS investments. In terms of key achievement, over the 11-week period, I identified more than 1,000 plus potential leads across Malaysia and Singapore, sent over 600 plus outreach messages to retail companies and over 450 plus to 3PL companies, and conducted more than 30 plus discovery calls with clients. I also contributed to expanding the company's international outreach by targeting Singapore top 20 companies and managed a structured 3-round follow-up pipeline to re-engage cold leads. These efforts reflect consistent execution and tangible commercial value, ultimately contributing to the successful signing of 6 clients, securing contract worth several hundred thousand, together with my manager. This internship pushed me to exercise professional judgment every day. I had to independently evaluate whether each inbound lead was a genuine candidate for ASRS or robotics before escalating to my manager, and I adapted my outreach tone differently for retailers versus 3PL providers. By week 3, I was managing everything independently with minimal supervision. On the communication front, I conducted over 30 plus discovery calls to understand clients' warehouse pain points, replied daily to inbound WhatsApp leads, and collaborated closely with my manager and a returning colleague to continuously refine our outreach strategy. I believe honest self-reflection is an important achievement. Early on, I lacked confidence during client calls due to limited experience, so I will continue improving through more practice and exposure. I also sometimes needed clearer context to fully understand instructions, and I plan to address this by asking more clarifying questions. In terms of technical skills, I am still developing my proficiency in Excel and data handling, and will continue improving through online learning. Additionally, I am building my structured sales experience and aim to strengthen this through more hands-on client interaction. Overall, I am committed to continuously improving to become more effective in future roles. This internship opened my eyes to the exciting intersection of technology, data, and business development. I am now most drawn to roles like business development analyst or supply chain analyst in the tech or logistics space, where I can combine data-driven thinking with commercial strategy. The hands-on exposure to ASRS, robotics, and warehouse modernization gave me an industry edge I wouldn't have gotten in the classroom. And it confirmed that I thrive when there's analytical depth to my work, not just volume-based outreach. To conclude, my 11 weeks at PingSpace and Berhad gave me far more than a line on my resume. I gained real insight into warehouse automation, ASRS, and Malaysia logistic modernization landscape. I translated my university knowledge into measurable real-world output, and I leave this internship with a clear career direction. Technology-driven business development at the intersection of data and automation. Thank you for listening.